Welcome to another stage analysis video. It is Wednesday the 29th of January 2025. Wanted to do a quick midweek video discussing some more new features that have been added today, some really powerful features revolving around the stage change levels. So when the stock changes to stage 2 or when it changes to stage 4. So we've got multiple new features. On the screener page itself, we've got this percentage to SATA change up here. So just highlight this. So if you do this as a drop down, you can now do percentage values from here. I've just done some basic ones to begin with, where you can then look for stocks that are less than 1% from the stage 2 level, less than 2%, less than 5%, or less than 10% from the stage 2 level, and equally from the stage 4 breakdown levels. So if I click on less than 2% from the stage 2 level, here, just sort these by, do it by market cap, for example. You can see at the moment Microsoft, Ali, Philip Morris. So I flick through to these, then come through into our weekly chart view, and then you'll see over here on the right hand side, you'll see these two little levels. So there's a green dot, which is the stage 2 level, and a red dot, which is the stage 4 level, and they're also represented on the right hand price scale as well. So when you hover over them, they turn to dots, and when they're not, they're dashed lines. So it keeps them nice and subtle with the chart to keep it with the clean look that I want, as I don't want to have too much in view at once. So you can turn these on at the bottom of the chart here. If we just scroll up, get the header out of the way, you see down at the bottom here we've got the chart attributes. So these are called the next stages on here. So if you untick these, they go away. You tick them up, they come on. So they now persist through pages as well. So if I change the page here, if I go to Tesla, for example, you'll see it's actually on this level as well. So because Tesla's already in stage 2, you only get a single level over here. So when a stock is in stage 2, you'll only see the stage 4 level. When it's in stage 4, you'll only see the stage 2 level. And when it's in stage 1 or 3, you'll see both. So if we go back to Apple, for example, here, you can see we've got both levels on here. So stage 2 level is a bit higher up here, 256 area, and stage 4 level is down around the 220 area here currently. So visually on the charts, we're going to have that. I'm going to bring the information into the page view as well with the precise levels. So these levels update. So they show the current week's stage. Obviously the stage updates each week. So after we get the market data on a Friday, it will then update to the following week's stage. So there will be periods where it has jumps where obviously the time scale of the highs and lows, etc., that we're using for various measures like change over time with the channels, etc. So you may suddenly have next week it's going to be much closer to the stage 2 level than it was this week, as some of that history is starting to work its way off. So if we close that, come back, that's the one. So Baba, for example, here, just sitting right around its stage 2 level. So at the moment, so you can see from these scans, you can get like really close up into them if you want like less than 1%. And then we have columns down here to the right hand side. So if I pull this across here so you can see them at the moment. So on the default view at the moment, when you load the page, is you get these settings. So in your column settings here, if you reset them, that's the default settings you've got. So I've added the % to S2 and % to S4 into here, so you can see we've got less than 1% to stage 2 at the moment. So if I click through these, so they're all in the 1% range. Reorder that by market cap. So with these being less than 1% stage 2, the vast majority of them are going to be stage 3. You may get a few stage 4s in there, but very rarely. So at that point, you do get some that flip straight from 4 to 2, but at that point, they're generally not very close to the stage 2 breakout level. So if you do very close levels like this, you're generally going to get mostly stage 1s, but you might get a few 4 minuses and a few 4B minuses. Whereas if you go out to like minus 10%, you're going to get a few more stage 4 stocks in there as well. So for example, if you look at Eli Lilly here, you can see that one is pretty close within the 10% range to its stage 2 break onto the upside there, but it's still in stage 4 minus at the moment. So reset that So at the moment, I've added these two columns, like I said, by default, the percent level to stage 2 and the percent level to stage 4. If you go to the columns over here, and then scroll down, you can see that we've got these in here. So next stage 2 price and next stage 4 price. So if you select both of those, let me just show you these. So that these 4 are all selected now. Then if we come over here, you can now see that you've got the next stage 4 price on here, and then you've got the next stage 2 price. When a stock's in stage 2, as I said, there is no next stage 2 price. It's already in stage 2. So these two columns will just have a dash in them. But if we flip it by the market cap, we start to get a mix, because we've got some stage 1, 3s and 4s, etc. So now you can see it gives you the precise stage 2 level currently. So for example, here on Nvidia, it's back up at 147.62, and the next stage 4 price here is at 123.69. So currently we're at 123.70, so we're only 0.01% to the stage 4 level. And as you know, earlier in the week we did have a stage 4 breakdown attempt on Nvidia on Monday, which has now, because it's moved back above the level, reverted back to the stage 3 level, because it's still below the 30-week moving average. So as you can see here, we highlight this, it's sitting right on the stage 4 breakdown level at the moment, but it's still below the 30-week moving average. So if it does close the week back above the 30-week moving average, then it will revert back to, it will be 2B minus at that point. If it closed the week back above the 30-week moving average and the 10-week moving average, it would be back into 2B. So currently we're right on the borderline of stage 3 and stage 4 at the moment with Nvidia. So as you can see from this, so scans, or just looking at it from down the columns, you can see that really easily. So next stage 2 prices in here highlighted. As I said, I'm going to get them onto the stock page as well, so you don't have to flick back and forth. So the next stage 4 price on the stage 2 stocks, so if I revert this back to the start, yeah, where are we? Reset. I'll just reset back to when we're just all stage 2 stocks. You can see we've got big long distances to the percent to stage 4s on most of these type of stocks. So if I filter some of these out, get rid of them by average volume and market cap, let's go up to some bigger stocks. Twilio, Roblox, Spotify, for example. Let's have a look for a couple of these. You can see that at the moment the stage 4 level is a long way away, back below the 30-week moving average and the 40-week moving average, etc. So it'd take a lot for this to come off back to stage 4 at the moment. So what was that? Twilio, it's still 47% below, above that level currently, but that level is obviously changing over time and tracking up. So what we can do with these is that they're the equivalent of the investor method stop loss. It's not precise in that way, but it won't get triggered until the stage 4 breakdown attempt happens, and by that point it will be much closer to the price action, unless you had a very sharp V drop off, which do sometimes do with some gap downs after parabolic moves, but for the most part stocks take a little bit more time, and then the stop loss catches up at that point. So this could be useful not just as the stage 4 breakdown point, but as a potential disaster stop loss. And what the investor stop loss basically is, it's just a way to keep tracking higher with the stock, with giving it a lot of broad room. Obviously, shorter term traders, Stan himself these days gets out at much earlier points because he uses the trader method pretty much solely these days. He's in and out around the 10-week moving average within stage 2. So he's then getting back in again as it starts to move up again. So the old stuff from the book with the investor method is less used by Stan himself, but this is a way to track that, and you can see it again in Roblox here, down at 46 there, and again getting tighter up with Spotify up here 375. So if we come back, so where's Spotify, which was that fourth one there, so still 30% below the current level with Spotify, but that will have tracked basically the whole way up here as the levels have changed. So going in a sort of staggered pattern depending on when the stage level changes, but always remaining below the various moving averages, etc., because it can't be in stage 4 unless it's below its 200-day moving average at least at a minimum, as well as obviously various other factors. So that obviously tracks at a much wider distance than the 10-week, etc. So what else have we got on here? So I think that was all I wanted to show on that at the moment. So the percent to stage change is a real big one. So as I said, you can just look for stocks. You could use it on its own. You could use it with various other filters as quality filters. So one way that I think would be a good way to start using it would be looking for stocks that are less than 5% to their stage 2 level. So you can see that starts us off with 287 stocks, changing market cap to at least plus mini to get rid of those sort of more micro cap stocks. Obviously push that further, over 1.5 million per week average volume. So that gets you to 138 results, and then you can either use some quality filters from where it is in its weekly bar, or you can just start going through these basically. So filter it out per groups, look at different groups, so which ones are close to their stage 2 breakout level at the moment, or do it by market cap, or whatever you want to do. Many more quality filters we could do there using the SATA score, the change, etc. So if we just click through couple of these, just show you what you're getting at the moment. So you can see we're in stage 1, it's approaching the stage 2 breakout level. You're in stage 1, it's approaching the stage 2 breakout level. It's building a high stage 1 up here again after being a stage 2 rolling in a very minor 4. It's back into 1 again, attempting to move back towards 2 again. So again, stage 1 ORC here, stage 1, well, it's been in 2, rocked back into a 1. So, and again, stage 1. So really easy to find stocks close to the stage 2 breakout level, and obviously vast majority of these are going to be in stage 1, or you get the odd ones in stage 4, as we said here, 4 minus. So where the stage 2 level, because it's had a gap down on that week, then the level is a lower point there. So for the most part, they're going to be generally the kind of stage 1 stocks that you would expect to look for when you're looking for early stage 2 breakouts, and this will get you stocks for watch lists before they hit stage 2. So you can then set an alert at the stage 2 level, and as I said, the stage 2 level will be changing weekly, so you could then track that level and then get an alert when that happens via your other live charting platforms like TradingView or Stock Charts or whatever you use for your alerts. Really simple to set that up then. So anyway, hopefully you like the new features. I think I'm really excited about the progress with this recently, with all of the new stages tools in the last few weeks. Obviously we've added these 3 filters, the stage itself, so you can go through the various sub-stages. You want to look for stage 2 breakouts, or when you look for stage change, and look for all types of stage 2 breakouts, including continuation breakouts, etc. So you can just flick through to that. If you, like we've got now, you can look at percentage to stage 2, percentage to stage 4. So you just want to look for ones that are close to their stage 4 breakdown level, and then get rid of, as I said, always get rid of the weaker stocks with that, because that's where you get some of the more, not what you're really looking for with that. But you can see here, close to the stage 4 breakdown level, sitting right by the stage 4 breakdown level. So scans are really powerful now, and you can't find these anywhere else. So come join us at stageanalysis.net, and I will see you on the next video.